Okay. Well, welcome everyone to the Disney Night Learning Academy, where we're here to learn what is it like to be a Disney Knight. We'll start with this computer and a few files we have done over the years. As my personal friend, Mr. 626, yes, Stitch, I'm in charge with the mousey. Doesn't look like a mouse to me. Actually, it's a different kind of mouse. I don't get it. We'll discuss this later, but for now, we're here to learn about the true history of being a Disney Knight. Is that what I'm here for? We're learning about how to go to sleep? Not that kind of night, Forky. Okay, I'm confused. I know you guys are called the Disney Knights for a reason, but what does it really mean to you? Buzz, you tell him. All right. Forky, a Disney Knight is just a resistant warrior who wishes nothing more but to remain one thing in common. Oh, yeah, what's that? To be rehabilitated from our absences. Why is that? Because back in the year 2000 or 1990s, Disney thought they were running a few crises. So instead, they decided to use princesses as the solve. But unfortunately for other younger viewers and visitors, they realized that they have gone too far. Yeah, the more princesses they make, the less guys they ever use. But yet there are some of us who are willing to resist. Oh, and the worst part is there's no more social medias about Disney Prince. There isn't. Just rumors. I feel your pain. Yeah. Okay, I really need to learn. So, what's the problem with Disney? Well, I'll show you. Stitch? Yes, sir. Move the mouse. Okay. You will learn about the scales of 1 to 9. Okay, so what's happening right now? Well, you see, this is today the scales. There's me, Baymax, Stitch, and Mickey. At least you put me on the scales. That's because you're his first creation. And I'm on the scale because you're still the lovable but yet savage one. At least I'm on it. That's because your show still came out while everyone likes you better when you're plush. And as for me, I'm only on it because I'm one of the best remainders. You know, unlike all of us, you're stronger. Thanks. And now, as you see this chart, this one means we're lower, while the princesses and other leading females, on the other hand, are too valuable and too over competitive. So the problem is, the reason why everyone loves girls so much because they sing, they have too much aggressive nature, or other words, they have full violence and over defense. Yes, you don't want to get into their bad side. I know someone who is. Really. So any solutions, how to deal with it? You see, the reason why the princesses got more because there's no more social medias for males. We're all down to rock bottom. But the only solution to this mess is we need to be the same scale. If we add more Disney heroes who are more popular than us and popular than them, including Aladdin, yeah, that's me. Beast, I'm present. Naveen, not here with us. Maui, on missions. And Peter Pan, not selected yet. But if we gather more of these knights, that means we'll be on the right scales just like they are. That way the solution is solved. Or other words, come again? He means we need to share our social media. Right on it. She's going to be jealous when she's not on the scales. Nick, I think you should be aware that all girls are on the scales. They're just making examples, I think. Oh yeah, a few examples. How come I'm not in the just an example chart? All right, fine. Have it your way. But wait, there's one question. Yeah, me too. What happens anytime soon if we do succeed? What happens if we go a little too far? Yeah, because I heard rumors about someone's studio next door to Disney is still having gender crisis. Please tell me it's not that rabbit who hangs out with a fowl. No, I was talking about that squeeze fish stick who hangs out with a star. I have no idea. He lives next door to an Earth. We'll discuss this other gender problem later, but for now, let's deal with ours instead. As you can see, When we're in the right scales, that means we finally succeed our goal at last. We'll soon be popular again. But like as you said, if we go too far, let's see what alternatives would happen. There will only be 4 left to be popular, and the rest of us will just, it doesn't matter. We're always number 1. But the only problem is, the only point is, the only way we can remain sharing the same balance is we on a scale to 1 to 9 or a million. And then once we're on the right scales, that means there will be no problem. So our goal is we need to remain on the same scales and the same balance. Okay, I'm on it. But yet, how come I'm not? Let's Stitch, next slide. All right. At least I'm on the scale. That's because, like I said, you're still lovable. Well, anyway, here are a few of us have done so far. At least we have a fan who admires us. Yeah, he's the, how do I say, descendant, curator. Actually, it's benefactor. Sorry, the autism fog is wreaking my mind. Whatever. You see, our fan is the only one who keeps us alive, and without him, we are forgotten. Just like me, now I'm starting to know what being forgotten is all about, because this motto is that means everything. Yes, it is. As you can see, our fan has been collecting us through live action sets for almost like 6 years or so. And he never lets us down for a reason, ever in his life. So our goal is we need to remain by his side no matter what cost. Otherwise, if he meets any of these sirens without contact, he will lose his mind for it. So that's why we're always on the top side. How come I'm not in this picture? I'm Forky. There's something you should know. Only the most worthy, toughest, brilliant Disney heroes are on the list. You, however, are just a secondary sidekick. Sidekick? I can be worthy. I could, let's see, what's another, hey Beast, you're the expert on utensils. What do I carry other than being a fork? To be honest, a knife will do. And maybe a can opener. Can opener. How about some chopsticks? They're utensils. What's a chopstick? I'll tell you that later. For now, proceed. Sure, Mushu. And as you see, here are some deviant fan arts he hadn't posted. I look good, except I don't recall having gold things unless it's part of the mirror verse. Well, this is his verse. You see, all the drawings he made so far are about us. Every one of them he keeps intact. And they need a few fixings as well. Wow, that is fixing. Okay, I get the art part. And the best part is, if we combine together, we'll finally be as a family, all of us. All we need is just advertisements about men, from a Skellington to a Sullivan and to Ape Man and Fox Detective and all that stuff. You know, I heard that, but yet I wish they should have gave me my uniform. I don't think they're gonna do that yet until they do a sequel, which can take forever. So, what are the rules to be a Disney hero? Well, the first rule is only men and adults can be selected for this mission and establishment. That means no women or children allowed, unless you're age 14, like Hero, for example. Okay, at least I'm in. And I'm only 17, if I'm not mistaken. Don't worry. At least teenagers are allowed. Yeah, I barely remember my time at Monsters University. So no girls, not even Riley. Sorry, Anger, but this is all just policemen work. Oh yeah, sorry. But do proceed. All right. So as I was saying, only men are allowed. Precisely. Every gender must be elected for these missions. And if we do receive We can also create our own crossword puzzle game. See that? We're all enlisted. Wow, are we gonna play the puzzle game? I guess I could do that. It relaxes me. You know, I haven't played these games for a long time, especially it's all in English. It is English. Sorry, I've been in Mexico for a long time. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, let's see. Also, we'll also do better advertisements, like we'll be together as a team fighting Disney villains. I have a question. Yes, Forky. What happens? Do we have any arch enemies? I'm glad you asked. Stitch? Yes, sir. Bring out the nemesis file. Oops, wrong button. We practice this. It's battle your arch enemy. There's the file. As you can see, we have to be matched by the same nemesis each time. That means, if any means necessary, oops. Something's wrong with the switch, but all right, as I was saying, if any means necessary, we all have to be lined up by our own nemesis. And every enemy we have fought, encountered, hated, and born with has to be defeated, deceased, or other words, arrested for all cost. That means we must not let them down. I mean, let them back us down, or defeat us, or manipulate us, or overcome us, or somehow make us whine, make us cry, make us tantrum, and make us fail back, or any of that stuff. Our nemesis can either be a friend, family, mentor, teacher, student, and all that stuff, and every bully has to be deal with it. Okay. You do know you made a bad speech. I'm pretty sure they'll get the idea. Anyway, let's move on. All right. And as I was saying, will be better advertisements. There'll be Disney heroes versus villains. You got that from the battle mode. Yep, exactly how you instruct me. We'll even conquer through movies as well. Yeah, I can't wait to do a movie about all of us as if fate realizes it. And especially, we appeared since the beginning of time, where we all have dates of which films we have been through. You know, that does make sense. Yeah. And we'll always be one of the greats, as so far. Every one of us will be elected and be invited and be teamed up with strategies all over. So we can only invite the ones we truly trust. Exactly. Well, it's going to be a lot of work. I know, but tell that to the audience who need to learn from their mistakes. Otherwise, they don't exist as planned. All right, I think I got it. Most of it. Especially, we'll even do other movies, like, let's say some crossovers, in case you make something like that. Is that a sequel to it? Yes, it is. A really big sequel. And once it happens, anytime soon, this is what our future movie will be like. Disney Knights versus Shadows of the Keepers of the Unused. Unused characters who were popular. But those are fan favorite villains. Exactly. Now let's see what else. And rest assured, this is how our signatures is like. This Disney Knight logo is a symbol of our power and nobility and resistant fighting skills. Or other words, we're part of the resistance. Any other logos like this? Sure, let me just find another one if you just let me concentrate first. Let's see. Aha, there's one or two. See that? There's another logo. And then let's see. There's this one and that one. And those who are hidden can be found through coincidence. Okay, I'm starting to get towards it. Now let's see. And remember, we're always gonna be three things in our minds. We'll be brothers, partners, and buddies at the same time. Well, I'm starting to get the feeling why fear is attached to me. What's a fear? He's my partner. Oh yeah. Well, at least Mike is my buddy. How come I'm not in it? I don't think you had a bro moment back then. Wait, how come I'm not in it? Ian, this thing was made 2 years ago before you and Barley arrived. Oh, it is? Yep. Stitch, next file. Oh yeah. How come I'm not Oh yeah, sorry. If you want to be on this file, bring Sparky with you. Okay. Now let's see. And now we have to do our best because most of us are in concepts. Others we collect are just plush and huggables. Wait, how come I'm not in it? Because we didn't have pressuring times. We come as infinity figures just to be collected, except those are in a different file. And the rest of us are just toy box figures. So anyway, this is how we're assembled all together as one. Because being a knight means we are men, we are boys, and we are guardians of the universe. And defenders of Sector 4. Actually, that's your thing. I know. Well, I'm tired of being ignored and ignorant because this time we need to do something right. But what if it doesn't succeed? You know what they say, the first thing you don't succeed, we have to try again till the end. Okay. Even if we're not popular, we're still one of the greats, no matter what they think or say. Look, to be honest, what made into a big failure? Remember Ralph Breaks the Internet? Yeah, what about it? Our benefactor was angry because he was jealous that all the princesses get to have large roles while the rest of us had a setback. We just sit still like we don't care no more. Of course we care. It's they who don't understand us. Okay, maybe it's just like how I feel when I'm not needed, because I know what it's like to be forgotten and no one pays attention to me no more since my photo hasn't been in place. That's how we feel. We want to be in place into this generosity. You mean you're a frienda? Yeah, but we don't call it a frienda. We call it top medias. So that means we have to be all in good badges, just like that. Great, we all have to be in badges. Interesting. Anything else? We all have to be in better advertisements. That includes as cars, as balloons, bubbles, and as plushies. Well, you did good back there. Yeah, thanks a lot. And at least we took pictures of some drawings as well, who need to be colored and written, even though it'll take a while, but at least they'll be used for advertisements anytime soon. Advertisements. Well, right. How come Li Shang isn't in those drawings? Because we haven't found him in real life yet. They're still suffering through an ignorant crisis. But to be assured, the only thing holding us back right now are the nightmare sirens. You got that from a vacation photo. I know. There are the reasons why humanity has been manipulated. Always had and always will be. And then later, after the nightmare signs are defeated, there will always be the shadow soul keepers of the unused. Everyone will always be assembled. But that hasn't happened yet. Of course it isn't happened. But it will eventually. Is that Ricky Rat over there? Yes, that's your fan favorite villain over here. How come he's not in the middle? We ran out of space. I see. So, like I was saying, we all have to appear in good drawings, in good sets. That means there'll be no questions of our absences. We'll always try our best to be reunited, no matter what. And then later we'll be advertised like this for Christmas. This will be our victory. Yeah, I can't wait to do that. So what did we learn today? We learned that the balance is tipped to scales from lower and to higher. And why? Because there's too many girls. What else have we learned? We have to match up our arch enemies, even though I don't have one. True, because that stone dragon doesn't count as a nemesis. Yeah, it doesn't. But someday you're going to get one if it has to be a darker sorcerer. Yeah, really? And what else have we learned? We're still we learned that we make logos. Yeah, that's right, good logos. And we're capturing live action drawings. I mean appearance, and we all have to be together as a team. And also, no girls allowed, only men and teenagers. That means no women or children. Great. What? Have they had enough attention for one day? Okay, when did you gone against your user? I don't know, just right now. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, as I was saying, we all have to work together as a team. We've been collected for one purpose only, to rehabilitate the balance. That way, someday, once the balance is rehabilitated, we'll be together no matter what. Scales. Let's just hope we don't fail this goal, because I'm not going to be forgotten just this once. You won't. Hey, wait. How come I'm not on the scale? What? Ooh, sorry, I forgot. I was out of time. It doesn't matter. I'm going to be famous anyway. At least my wife's not in there either. This scale's only for royalty. Oh, yeah. I believe we should take a break now. It is getting hot in here according to my scanner. Yeah, phew, it's sweating. What do we say we just go to Hurricane Beach? Right, that's in Orlando, right? Isn't it? Yes, it is.